Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to the Meriamarie podcast. That is right. As promised, I said I was gonna have more episodes coming, and they're still on the way. I said the next episode was gonna be with my special guest, but we won't all be together till next month, so I'm putting that on. But I still got topics for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the Meriamarie podcast. Okay, so if you are new here, this is my podcast titled the Meriamarie Podcast, where we get to be vulnerable, but also most importantly ourselves. So over the past, I want to say 2 to 3 years. Hold on, let me check, cause y'all know I don't keep up with the years of how long I've been doing this. I just do it. But the latest episode that we did was a creator appreciation. And I told you guys to let me know if y'all want me to start that back. So yeah, it's been 2 years, almost going on 3 years since I've started this podcast. And again, we did the creator appreciation. That was the last podcast episode. We've done, let's see, mental health. Yeah, we've done mental health. We've talked about who you can trust these days. We talked about relationships with Athena. And I talked about how the world changed me, my growth of years as a person. We talked about what you learn about yourself, how social media is affecting our society, self-love, self-learning, stuff. And so I kind of want to go back a little bit. So when we talked about relationships with Athena, we both asked each other questions so we can give our perspectives of how we see certain things. So, what am I So, I wanted to talk about, but let's go back to relationships. So, one of my main topics, the very first one, is ways to keep relationships fresh. Now, this was actually suggested, so I was like, what do you think about it? So, when it comes to ways to keeping your relationship fresh, I highly recommend going on dates, whenever you have free time. It could be once a week or once a month. Do something fun for each other and with each other. It could just be the smallest thing that you could do. It's just as long as you have time one on one with each other. I think that's a good way to keep the relationship fresh. I also think it's important to check up on each other. Check up on each other's mental well-being and see how each other's doing. And see if the person needs a break. I'm not saying a breakup break. I mean some time alone. If they need time alone, just give them time alone, give them some space. And same for you. If you need space, just tell them hey, I'm going through something and I just need time to myself. And I think that's a perfect way to do things. But I also recommend, like I did in the last episode when I talked about relationships, I highly, strongly, positively, absolutely recommend keeping people out of your relationship. Because when you keep people out of your relationship, it's the best feeling. Because one, no opinion. Two, you ain't gotta worry about somebody picking sides. 3, you ain't gotta worry about someone making the situation worse. Because when you put someone in your relationship, majority of the time that person's not helping with it. So I highly recommend keeping a relationship. Because someone's always gonna have something to say to try and ruin the relationship. So yeah. I think that's the only suggestions I have when it comes to ways to keep your relationship fresh. Now, another thing I have listed on here is different things to do to decompress. Now, when it comes to decompressing, it depends on how you want to decompress. Like, do you want to decompress mentally? Like, do you want to go out and do something? Actually, matter of fact, for those who don't know what decompress is, let me actually give y'all the definition. So let me go ahead and type in decompress. So decompress means to release physical pressure, expand, compress. I don't know why I said computer data, but that's interesting. Computer data back to the size or mentally relax after rest. So if you want to decompress, I highly recommend taking time for yourself. And the reason why I say this is because, for one, you are very important. Like, a lot of people may feel like, I don't really care, I'm just whatever. No, it's very important to think about your well-being, your mental and physical well-being. So, if you're ever dealing with stress, take deep breaths. No matter where you are, take deep breaths. If it's for like 15 to 30 seconds, take deep breaths. Find something you like to do that could be relaxing to you. Like, if you like to read, because like me, I actually have a book over here. Like, I always take a book with me. So, I have a book that I read. Like, I'm currently reading All You Have to Do. This is a really good book. But I love reading. It's a way for me to relax. And it's very simple. So, if you like to read, definitely read. But also, taking walks. I love taking walks. Taking walks is like, it's very peaceful because not only is that your time to think and self-reflect, but you're also outside in nature. You get to like observe your scenery as you walk. So walking. If you like to work out to decompress any stress. Some people like to meditate. Meditating is also good. Do self-date. Take yourself out to somewhere if you like. Like, take yourself somewhere to your favorite place. Do that, most definitely. And, what else? Definitely go outdoors. Just go outdoors. I don't care if you just go out there just to stand or sit. Go outdoors and pick up some hobbies. Like, there's so many hobbies that you could do. There's like gardening. A lot of people find gardening relaxing. Sewing, cooking. Some people cooking bake to relieve stress. Listening to music. There's many ways to decompress. But at the same time, although there's many ways to decompress, you want to be able to decompress to your life. Not just do it because, like, okay, this person's doing it, so I want to give it a try. Do something that you actually like and will help you decompress your stress. Because if you do something that someone else does, it's not like, you might give it a try, but at the same time, you might not like it, and it's not really gonna relieve your stress. It's just like gonna make you like, I don't want to say triggered. I want to say conflicted. It's gonna make you conflicted because you're giving this a try, but at the same time, it's gonna make you conflicted on if you really like it. If it's really so, highly recommend finding something you like. And once you find something you like, it's very, very helpful. So, yeah, definitely, number one, take deep breaths. Oh, I forgot to mention, talk it out. So, if it's like a conflict with you or someone, I definitely recommend talking it out, not yelling, talking, like actually talking it out, not talking at each other, but actually. Because sometimes talking it out helps, because you may have misunderstood each other. So, talking it out is sometimes help. I don't mean like talking out immediately, because some people don't like talking it out right away. Like take time to like cool off and then come back and talk it out, and maybe hopefully pray that it's hashed out. So yeah. So take a deep breath, talking it out, taking walks, exercising if you love to exercise, hobbies that you love to help you decompress, and just enjoying nature. Like have that time for yourself. That's the word. All right, another good one. I think I'm gonna. Okay, so let me just go ahead and read the topic that I have all for you. So I have ways to keep relationships fresh, different things to do to decompress. What is a relationship to some people? Do you let your partner have the ability to miss you? Content creation affecting mental health, and how to keep your partner happy. So I'm gonna talk about what is a relationship to some people next, and then I'm gonna skip do you let your partner have the ability to miss you. I'm gonna come back to that in the next episode because I feel like there's more to it. So that and how to keep your partner happy and out and in power. That could be for the next episode. But I really want to talk about what's your relationship to some people and content creation. So a relationship to some people, it could be many things. It could be a good thing. Some relationships are considered bad people, which is understandable. And some people don't really know what a relationship is. So I'm gonna break it down 3 ways. Most people would think that a relationship is you're dating someone and you're partner or you're married. But that's not always the case. So while yes, that is true, most people would think relationships involve dating. But I also want people to think about the relationship you have with your friends and your family. Those relationships may be different, but they're also important as well. And the reason why I say it's important as well is because whoever you have in your life, you gotta be mindful. Because like you need to like dictate what relationships are good for you. So let's start with friends. You have these friends. Some of the relationships are good, but there are some that are not always good, and you don't realize it majority of the time. Like for example, you have a best friend that you care about a lot, and you're like, oh, we're in it together forever. But majority of the time, that person's not really your friend. Like you could be uplifted, you could be in like a good mood, but they're saying something negative, and you're just thinking that oh they're joking, but that's not always the case. And I want people to pay attention to that because sometimes certain things that people say to you and they'll be like, oh, they're joking. Majority of the time, they're not joking. And I highly recommend paying attention. Because you could have one friend, like, truly rooting for you, and you could have another person saying certain things about you. And they'll be like, oh, I was just joking. But in reality, that's how they really feel about you. And that's why I say it's very important to be mindful of who you become friends with. Because I'm gonna put this in that book. Okay, so have your friend. I'm really gonna figure out how to put this in that book. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all a tip. Okay. You have your main friends that you've known for years. And then you have your new friends and you have their friends. I highly recommend don't put them all in the same category. Because there's always gonna be someone who doesn't like that person and they don't know. And you will be hearing about it, most definitely. Because I've experienced that. I have. I'm not even front. I've experienced that. Like I made a friend, and my old friend didn't even like that friend. They didn't even know them. They were talking about them, and so that's why I'm like, you gotta be mindful because everybody will be like, oh, we're gonna be friends forever and stuff like that, and that's not always gonna be the case. I hate to break it to everyone. That's not always gonna be the case. A person you've been friends with for years. Some friends will stay around, some won't. And that's okay. That is okay. Just be thankful for the memories that you do have with them and everything you've learned from them, good or bad. And I would say, whatever you learn from these relationships, don't just let it be considered like something bad whenever it's done. No, take it as a learning experience. Like, even like everybody takes the good from the experience, but also I would say consider the bad. Now, the reason why I would say you can learn from the bad from the relationship is because it can prepare you for what's next person or whatever else happens. So take the good and the bad as a learning experience to help you grow, but also move on and have a better understanding of what you learned from. So if the friendship was bad and it was toxic and you learned some things like, oh, they didn't talk about behind my back, they didn't really like me, they were using you, use that as a learning experience to be more observant of who's all you become friends with, So, just use it as a learning experience. I'm trying not to give too much detail because I've experienced it, but at the same time, I do want to give advice. Just be mindful. And it's okay. Like, again, if the friendship doesn't last, if the friendship doesn't work out the way you thought it would, it is okay. Because at the end of the day, there's other people out there that you can become friends with. But most importantly, sometimes you gotta put yourself first. And that's another conflict that happens in friendship. A lot of people are not gonna like when you start to put yourself first and not them. So, start focusing on yourself more. Because at the end of the day, you are you, and they are them. They can't be you, and you can't be them. So, while it is okay to be there for others, it's also important to be there for yourself. Because if they're not there, then who's gonna be? Like who's gonna be left there for you when you need comfort? You gotta comfort yourself. Like it sucks to be like some people don't like to be alone, but it's important to be there for yourself and comfort yourself. Now, family is also relationship. Now, a lot of people will say that at the end of the day, family is family. While that may be true, sometimes you gotta hold each other. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. You gotta be able to hold yourself accountable for your actions, their actions. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Like you can't sugarcoat it. You can't keep having it like a secret and like throwing it under the rug. Like no, you gotta be able to hold each other accountable. You just got to. Like you can't. Like I don't care if it's bad, it's bad. You gotta hold them accountable. But we can't sweep this under the rug. We just can't. So family, like they may be mad. It's okay, but you gotta be able to hold each other. You just got to. And also communicate with each other more. I feel like a lot of people are hesitant to be themselves and be more open. And a lot of families because they haven't really communicated or showcased love because it's not something they're used to. So I think communication and checking up on each other is very, very important in a lot of cases. It really is. But I also think it's important to be yourself at the same time because you don't have to pretend to be someone you're not to impress your family. You don't have to. Be yourself, regardless of how others may feel. Be yourself. And let's see what else I want to say about that. Oh yeah, memories. Memories are very, very, very important. Have as many memories. Make many memories. I don't care if it's like just a text, like picture. I can't tell. Taking pictures. Make memories so you can look back at them. That's something I love to do because that's why I have like cameras. I love pictures and I love making memories. So definitely make memories. Now, when you put all that together, when it comes to relationships with Gemini, overall, everybody's gonna look at relationships differently, and that's okay because we all learn and see relationships differently in our lives. But regardless of how we see them, doesn't mean that's how they should be. I'm gonna let y'all marinate, and I'm gonna say it again. Just because how you see other relationships doesn't mean it has to be that way for you. You can do things totally different. If there was something you didn't like that you see, have this, I want to say, mental memory, bullet point, whatever you want to do. Have this note in your mind of what you want and not how you see it. Do what works for you. Do what's best for you and not do what's best for others. Because you're like, it's okay to like make others proud, but if it's not for you, then it's not for you. Excuse me. Do what works for you. Follow your heart and follow what you love to do and what you dream of doing. Follow your goals. Make your own goals. Don't follow the goals that they make. Follow the goals that you make for yourself. Because at the end of the day, as one door closes, the other opens. God got y'all. Y'all gotta keep that in mind. God got y'all. Never, just never do what others want you to do. And don't stop. Okay. Rewind. I almost messed this up, but I know I'm not to say. Don't let anyone stop your blessing because they didn't get there. And a lot of people will do that. They will stop your blessing because they didn't get there and they didn't follow their heart and they didn't follow their dreams. And so instead of trying to do better, they will express their anger onto you because they don't know how to handle it. And for anyone who ever experiences that, I just want to say, hang in there. And don't let it affect you. Because what they're going through has nothing to do. And to anyone who does that, I want to say to you, yes, you may be going through something. And you may not know how to express it, but anger is not the solution. Anger will never be the solution to figuring it out because if you resort to anger, how will you ever be able to go back to experiencing happiness and actually seeing what's right there? Never give in to the bad, Never give in to any temptation because it's not always going to work out. So, highly recommend that. Now, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to add about what is relationship. we talked about toxic friendship, family, friends. I already suggested keep your relationship private. I think we touched on everything when it comes to what is a relationship to something. But actually, hold on. Let me actually Google what it would say. What is relationships? Let's see. What is a relationship? To some people. Let me see what it says that people say. Excuse me. Okay, so it says that a relationship is any connection, bond, or interaction between two or more people, encompassing family, friends, colleagues, or partners. It defines how individuals view, value, and treat each other, ranging from intimate to platonic. It acts as a shared space for support, communication, and emotional communication. I can agree with that. Oh, another thing. Speaking of communication and respect when it comes to relationships, regardless of who it is, treat others how you want to be treated. Like, if you see someone and they say hello, come back. Like, don't be rude. Don't be rude. Now, if they're being rude, then yeah, ignore them. But if they're not being rude and they're greeting you and being nice, just say hey. You may never know what that person's going through. Sometimes the smile be fake. Like, a person will still greet you and be smiling in your face, but you never know what that person's going through. So always, like, say hey or be like, hey, are you okay? Just check up on them. You never know what a person's going through. Okay? So, let's get into this topic. Oh, this is only the last time about it. Alright, content creation affecting mental. First and foremost, for anyone who just started becoming a content creator, first of all, I want to say congratulations. And I hope everything is working out and going well as well. It takes time. And don't be too hard on yourself, because the way the world is right now, don't be too hard. Now, content creation is different for everybody. Content creation could be beauty, like makeup tutorials, wig, doing hair, music, reactions, and reviews, reacting to like shows, games, news, everything that's going on in the world. It can also be vlogs, playing games on your channel, podcast, sports, interviews. Content creation is just like an overall thing. It's different variety. It's also like people do PR packages, sponsorship, ambassadors, skincare. And content creation is like, it's not just one thing. It's like multiple things. So whatever you like to do, it's considered content creation. So when it comes to content creation can actually affect you. One, it can cause stress. Sometimes it causes anger. I've seen a lot of content creators crash on the internet. And it can cause self-doubt. So, what I highly recommend to people who are doing content creation, don't overwork yourself. A lot of popular content creators that you may watch, you can see like their songs, they'll like upload consistently, and then at one point they just stop. And then the fans will be like, oh, where are they? Like, why aren't they giving us an update and stuff like that? I wish that this world was really different. I really do. Because a lot of people fail to realize, like, yes, they post content. Yes, we know. You love when they post content. But at the end of the day, just like you are human, they are still human. They have their own personal thing going on in their lives. Sometimes they need to take a break because it can be draining consistently posting content and not having time for yourself, because that's what people think. That's all you do is just make content. Like, no, they still have their personal life. They still do other things outside content. And some content creators still have another job outside of content. And so I wish people would keep that in mind. Like, they're still human. Like, just like how you have your personal life and you do things, they do too. So they deserve a break. So it doesn't make sense to criticize them for that. That's another thing that can affect the content creator. Mental health. A lot of criticism. Because so many people can spread lies and it will go just like that. People will believe that lie instantly and spread that lie. And it makes you doubt, like, do I even address this? Because a lot of people immediately want you to address things that you hear about yourself. And honestly, sometimes it's not worth it. Because when you see them address it, people be like, oh, you're lying, or why did it take you so long to say something? And it's just like, if you were in that situation, it's like, what would you do? Like, sometimes you just don't gotta care for real. You don't gotta care, because it's like, okay, you're saying this, I know who I am. You're over here tweeting and spreading lies. Like, you ain't got nothing better to do. So, me personally, if I'm in this situation, I'm not addressing anything, because I know what I got going on in my life. You don't know me from a can of paint, so it is what it is, you know? And criticism is hard, especially like if it gets to a lot of people. Like, it just does, and it makes a content creator not want to post, and it makes them take a break again. And people need to be mindful of people's personal life versus their content. And so, another thing we want to say, because I've noticed a lot of content creators stress about their equipment. Now, this is content creator. And y'all really don't need that much when it comes to how you record. Like, yes, camera is important, and like, especially if you do like vlogs and stuff, to like help with the storage and the quality and uploading. Yes, it's great. It is amazing. But you could also just record on like your phone. You can record on your phone. You can record on a laptop. You can even record on your iPad. You don't gotta have everything immediately when you start your content. Like, you just need a simple thing. It works. If it works, it works. Like, you can continue to get more stuff that you need down the line, but like, once you start content creating for the first time, don't try to rush to get everything. Like, don't do that. Whatever you have, if it's just use your phone. If it's just an iPad, laptop, just use the laptop. So, never stress about everything that you need when it comes to content. The simplest thing work. They just So, talk about the equipment. Let's talk about the views. So, a lot of people, and I do mean a lot of people, will make posts about their views not going. Now, one thing I will say, views, yes, they may be great, but at the same time, don't look at the views. Don't look at your views. Don't look at your subscribers. The reason why I'm saying this is because focus on that is going to stress you out. It's going to stress you out because you're going to be like, oh, I have this many subscribers, but this amount of views. Why are they not seeing this? Why this? Why that? Why that? And I just like to say, ignore it. Like, ignore it. Just be thankful for those who do still view your content. Because those who view your content, I mean, that's everything. Like, as long as you still have support, as long as you're seeing, like, I don't care if it's 5 views, be grateful, be thankful. Because those 5 viewers can take you a long way. They really can. And so, if you don't see your views going up like that, don't stress because it will happen. It will happen. So just keep posting and being consistent with your posts. But yeah, don't stress about it. Especially since how these apps are these days, they're always shutting down. It's always happening. So I wouldn't stress. Now another thing, copyright. Child. Copyright is poor out here, okay? It's like hardest thing. Before, it wasn't that bad. Like you could put music in your videos and stuff without getting copyright, but now it's getting a lot harder because a lot of stuff is considered copyright and your videos can get restricted or taken down. So I highly recommend before you post your content, do a copyright check. Always do a copyright check. Because the more copyright you get, I think, because some copyrights will be like, okay, you got this copyright, but it doesn't affect the video, so therefore you're good. But some copyrights, if you get like a certain amount, I think your channel gets taken down, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, definitely check that. Because, if it says that your channel and page is not affected, then don't worry about that copyright. But definitely check the ones that say, like, they're warning you or like your channel can be taken down. Definitely take those into consideration. And check that. And also certain audios and stuff is limited in certain areas. I don't know what, don't ask. So also be mindful of that. Depending on where your viewers are, they may not see certain content that you post because it's restricted. So don't stress about that either. There's nothing you can do about that. So I won't stress about that. Let me see what else I have down about this. Oh yeah, a lot of people question. Sometimes I question it because I was interested. So a lot of people ask how to get PR and how to become a ambassador and stuff. Honestly, because a lot of people are stressed and worried about that because they feel like, oh, they're never gonna hear on Instagram and stuff like that. I would say don't overthink it. And the reason why I say don't overthink it because you'll be surprised at how many will actually respond to you. So if you're ever interested in becoming an ambassador or do a PR for a certain brand or whatever it pertains to that you like and that you do, sometimes it's best to just reach out to them and some will actually answer. And if they say no, we're not looking for someone at the time, just be like, okay, and try again another time because they might come back to you. And sometimes that be the case. They may not need you at that time, but they'll still keep you in consideration and come back to you another time. So yeah, if you're ever interested in PR, highly recommend. Just reach out. You will truly be supported. And also, a lot of people, if you know other content creators, ask them as well because they don't mind giving advice. And some will be able to actually help you. Just tell them what it is and what you need help with, and they can help you. So yeah. And let's get more into depth about mental health. So, for those who don't know, from episode 7, that very dark So, episode 7 was my mental health. And I talked about health and wellness, self-care, coping mechanism, and setting boundaries. Now, I want to actually dwell the setting boundaries with this topic about content creating effective mental health. As a content creator, to all of my content creators out there, you gotta set boundaries. And the reason why I say you gotta set boundaries is because if you don't set boundaries, then people are gonna feel like they can just do whatever they want because they feel like you're allowing it to happen. So you gotta set boundaries. You gotta have boundaries. So one could be content creating. You can just have a category where it's just about content. And we'll talk about that. Personally, some people are open to talking about their personal life. If you don't want to do that, set a boundary. Be like, hey, I really don't want to answer questions, talk about the person, so please respect privacy and that. Okay? And another one. Oh, spamming. Spamming is like the most annoying thing that could ever happen to a person. Because that's how, because I think that was one of another reasons why a few years ago my TikTok had got banned. Because the spamming. And like when a person spams you, it's the worst feeling ever. Because then it could get you shadow banned, and then viewers can't see your content, and then that affects posts and when you post. It's so annoying. Just like bots on bots. Bots are terrible. Bots are terrible. So yeah, give me a second. Y'all, when y'all see me on, I'm looking at my topics, trust me. I'm looking at my topics. So, yeah. I forgot what I said. No, but yeah. Bot learning. Please be mindful of people spamming. And also spoilers. Oh, challenge. People, that's another reason why I be hesitant to watch other. I wouldn't even say. I be hesitant to watch other games. I be hesitant game myself because people will be so quick to spoil the game. Like, okay, cool, you watched it, and we're going to say you played it already. The majority of the time they already watched it, and so they feel like they can come over and spoil it for you and everybody else. That is like the most annoying thing ever. Like, you don't gotta be a challenge person ever to just find time out of your day to be like, oh, like I know they're playing this for the first time, but let me just go ahead and spoil what's happening. No, they just they're watching this for the first time, but let me go ahead and spoil the ending. Put it all like find something to do. So if you ever experience someone trying to spoil something, I definitely recommend having mods. And for those who don't know what mods are, so it depends on where you. I think mods are on everything actually. So Twitch, YouTube, yeah. Pick people that you trust to be mods, and they could moderate your live chat and stuff like that. And they could ban people and delete comments that spoil anything or say anything negative. And you could also set rules what people can say in the chat. And you could also limit your chat. Like your chat could be like for subscribers only, and all your subscribers can chat. And if they're not subscribed, they get off the chat. So yeah. Be mindful of that. So another thing people may experience when it comes to mental health throughout their content creation is anxiety. A lot of people have anxiety. So again, like I was saying before, they'll like constantly check their likes, which which will make their anxiety worse. So don't play the number game. So please, definitely take a deep breath. Because again, like I said before, your views may not be where you want them to be now, but they will get there eventually. So focus less on the likes and the views. Just keep posting your content. If you ever show support, just show support. But most importantly, have fun with it. If it's something you like doing, then keep doing it. Never let the likes and views affect and stop you from doing something that you like to do. And let's see, another one. Identity issues when it comes to it. Because a lot of people, sometimes they're playing a character. And the reason why I say sometimes they're playing a character because who you see, that may not really be them all the time. And a lot of people can get that confused with their online persona versus their real life self. And that sometimes can create a confusion within yourself because you're like, okay, it'll make you second guess, like, okay, should I be this person or should I just be myself? Please suggest being yourself. Like, I don't really have a persona, but for those who do, there's nothing wrong with having a persona, but I just highly recommend being yourself as well in that persona because you don't want that persona to just be what you're known for because then that can make you confused on who you are as a person. So, yeah, definitely have a balance. Because sometimes that can cause dissatisfaction with yourself. And let's see. Burnout and always mentality. Now, with this, what I have it because for the meaning of it, it says that the pressures constantly create exhaustion as creators feel they cannot turn off their creative brain, leading to depletion and burnout. Now, for those who are always on the go, like, I gotta record this, I gotta upload this, take a break, okay? Dial it back sometimes. Like, it's okay to take a break. Like, you don't gotta be on go consistent. It is okay to take a break because if you don't take a break, your mental health will be severely damaged. Like, it will be damaged. And I feel like a lot of people forget that it's harder to upload because one, you gotta edit. And a lot of content creators edit themselves. Like, they do their thumbnails, they edit their videos themselves, intro, outro, everything. And there are some people who have editors and they have to wait on their editors to edit the video so they can get ready to upload. So it's stressful for both ends. And I salute those who have editors. Their editors be doing their thing too. And shout out to those like me. I edit myself. I take my edit very seriously. But I also know when to take a break. That's one thing. Before I even started the podcast, being breaks I just didn't know what that was like. But people would be like, take a break. I'm like, okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. They be like, take a break, go out. I'm like, and I've always been like that. I've always been like that. Regardless of what I do, I was always on the go. Because I'm like, there was like so many things I would be doing. And so it was kind of hard to take breaks because it would all be happening like right after each other. Like each day was like, okay, this thing, this, that, this, all happening within a week. But taking breaks is very important. So don't always be on go. Just don't always be on go. Because the more you're on go and you're consistently on go with posting and doing lives, you're gonna not only burn out, but it's also gonna make you wonder what else is different to do. It's gonna make you question, is there anything else left for you to do? And so you're going to not only tired of it, but you're not going to be into it like you would. So definitely take breaks. Don't overwork yourself. So I'm going over it in my head. So yeah, content creation is not for me. it is something serious. It can be fun, true enough, but it comes with a lot. It can come with a lot of stress and like annoyance, a lot of negativity. But I always say it's how you deal with it and how you handle it. You either let the obstacle defeat you, or you learn from the experience and wonder, okay, what can I do next? You know, you just gotta take it day by day. You can't let everything defeat you, because then what do you learn from it? Like, everything is a learning experience. We're all here to learn. Every day we're learning something new. Whether it's for yourself, or goes on in life. We're learning something new every day. It's just how we go about it can affect your well-being and yourself. So yeah, how you go about it will dictate how things go. And how you handle it can also play an important factor. And most importantly, don't let what you go through determine who you are as a person. What you go through does not make you. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of people feel like what they went through in the past determines who they are now. And it can only determine who you are if you're still doing it. You can honestly only do that unless you're still doing it. Other than that, it doesn't dictate who you are. You shouldn't let it dictate who you are. You could learn from it and move on. Or you could stay in the past and just be conflicted, thinking about it 24/7. And nobody wants to do that. So you live and you learn. Enjoy life. That's one thing I've learned, and I've been doing. I'm like, yes, I go through things, okay? I'm gonna be mad one day, I'm gonna be sad one day, but I'm not gonna let it determine my life and who I am. I'm gonna live my life to the fullest, and I'm gonna enjoy my life. I'm gonna have fun. Like, it's okay. Like, okay, you can be mad this day, but at the end, I'm gonna laugh about it later. Like, okay, this happened. Go on about our day. Let's move on. Let's do something new. Let's do something funny. So, just live your life. So, we talked about ways to keep relationships fresh. I kept that short because we honestly talked a lot about relationships in the relationship episode. So if you haven't watched that, I highly recommend checking it out. Where I gave my honest opinion, because anybody that knows me knows I was very hesitant on doing a relationships topic episode, but I did it. I did it. We talked about different things to do to decompress. Again, take deep breaths, take breaks, exercise, go on walks, do your favorite hobbies, listen to music, reading, anything that you feel will help you relieve stress. Do that. And we also talk about what is a relationship to some people. And we broke it down into 3 categories, like yes, relationships can be platonic and intimate, but it's also important to remember the relationships that you have with friends and family, because those are relationships, but not just the one where you're dating. Those relationships are as meaningful as the one you have with your partner. It's different, but it's also a learning experience. And content creation, we talked about this. Now, ones we haven't talked about yet is, do you and your partner have the ability to miss you? And how to keep your partner happy. Now, I haven't talked about these two topics yet. And the reason why is because I honestly want to learn more, because I'm really interested in these two categories, because they are really good questions that were asked. And so I didn't want to just go ahead and give an answer without learning and reading more up on it. So when I read more up on it, I will definitely talk about it. But as of now, no, I will not be discussing it with the other topic. It will be discussed in another episode when I have more information. Because I don't want to just talk about it and then I have information. Because otherwise, if I just talk about it and I have nothing to really share, it's not really going to be helpful. So we're going to wait on that. And yeah, and then we also mentioned one of my other episodes about mental health. That was episode 7. So you guys could check that out. Where again, I mentioned health and wellness, self-care, coping mechanism, instead of boundaries. Oh, another thing when it comes to decompressing, a lot of people like to write what they're feeling. I forgot to mention that. Decompressing stress. Sometimes it's okay to write. I personally do that. Sometimes just writing down whatever you experienced that day or however you're feeling. It can be very helpful to relieve stress. So if you like to write it down. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. So those are all topics for today. And I hope you all enjoyed it. But I'm trying to remember I think this is gonna be episode 10. I think. Y'all, I just uploaded. So yeah, this will be episode 10. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna title this. By the time this is uploaded, I'll have a title figured out. And yeah, I hope you all learned something from this episode, and most importantly, I hope you all enjoyed this episode.
Hey you guys, it's Meriamarie here. So towards the end, my mic went out and I didn't know that it went out. So thankfully it went out towards the end and it didn't go out at the beginning. But basically I was saying I hope that you all enjoyed this podcast episode. I haven't talked about 2 of the topics because I want to do more research and get more information before I talk about it, because I don't want to just talk about it and then not give y'all anything, you know. But I hope you all enjoy this episode. This will be episode 10. I don't know what I'm going to title it. I haven't figured out what I'm going to title it yet. But I still hope you all enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. And yeah, peace and love to you all. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. And stay blessed, and remember that I love you and God loves you, most importantly. And yeah, peace and love later. Meriamarie is out, and thank you for watching the Meriamarie podcast. And make sure you follow on Spotify, because the podcast is on Spotify and I will be posting episodes on there first before I post them on YouTube. So make sure you follow on Spotify. Yeah, I'm out of here.